Thank you so much for being here last minute. I know that we had a little bit of a change and we really appreciate everyone being here. I am speaking on behalf of AREAA, the Asian Real Estate Association of America. We are the largest Asian American trade association in the nation with 19,000 members, 43 chapters, and we have a whole table of AREAA Atlanta members right there. We have about 500 members in our local chapter, and we actually are installing our new president, Jimmy Chang, on this Friday. So if you would like to come, I think we're sold out, but if you can make it. It's a very important topic for us at AREAA. We've been tracking these anti-alien bills. Last year, we have had 36 states that we've been tracking, and there is some sort of form of a anti-Chinese sentiment at the end of the day. It was, as we have lobbied the Capitol for the past few weeks or past couple days, it's blatantly obvious that this is an anti-Chinese bill, right? It's not a. It's interesting to see how the tone and the rhetoric has changed. We were joking about how unprepared they were, but they're ramming it through because they have the majority in the House. However, we banded together in Texas. We were able to defeat the bill because we were able to show that this is a fair housing violation of the bill, right? And for us, from an AREAA standpoint, we know that natural origin is a protected class. If you guys don't know this, but we live in Georgia, Atlanta. Dr. Martin Luther King's pivotal here. We all know how important he is to our history and our great state. And one of the equalizers that he believed in was the Fair Housing Act. And we know that because of the Fair Housing, with his death, the Fair Housing Act was quickly passed. But this was an equalizer. This was brought up as a protected class. And so that's why we're so passionate with AREAA. At the end of the day, a lot of us are not affected by this bill. We do not believe that a lot of these people, when I go up and testify, I say, hey, look, I'm Korean, I'm an American. At the end of the day, I'm not affected by this bill, but we are one step away from asking, where are you from? Or the more nuanced way of what languages do you speak? And that outright is problematic. The way that these bills are drafted right now, the onus is now being put on the real estate agent or the realtor, right? At the end of we're not the immigration police. We are not supposed to be asking you, where are you from? Are you here legally? We cannot shove a piece of paper in front of a person's face and say, hey, I need you to read this bill, which many of our parents cannot understand or cannot read the bill anyhow, right? They're not putting it in different languages anyway, right? So they're saying, hey, you're not gonna be violating the Fair Housing Act because you're not ever gonna be asking the question. We're just going to be giving you a sheet of paper and we're expecting your clients to read it. And if they sign it, and they are found in violation of the bill, you can be charged with monetary damages, you can go to jail. So again, our job as real estate agents and in the real estate profession, this is not our job. Our job is to make sure that we ensure the American dream and protect homeownership and protect real property rights. If the true reasoning behind the bill is to avoid foreign governments and foreign entities from owning real property in Georgia, don't punish the person. Question for you guys, what percent of agricultural land that this bill allegedly is targeting, or it's not allegedly, this bill is targeting, but what percent of agricultural land do you think is owned by China? 0.9%, okay. Who do you think is which country actually owns the most amount of land, agricultural land, that this bill should be targeting, but it's not? Do you know which country? Canada. Do you know what the second country is? Germany. So it has nothing to do with China, by the way, you guys. Like if this was truly an issue with the PRC or the CCP owning real property, then why aren't they targeting everyone else, right? So our argument, and we hope that you will all join the fight, the good fight, as Representative John Lewis would say, we're fighting the good fight. We really need your support. This will affect everyone, or this will affect our parents. And if you imagine what our parents went through, we don't want our children to go through the same thing, right? We already have enough issues trying to sell you a house and try to buy a house. At the end of the day, this is not our job. We have to make sure that we abide by the federal legislations and the fair housing, and make sure that we are in compliance with the fair housing law. I will say this is the last thing I'll say. Our representatives are getting smarter. I know that we have really smart people in our house, but they're getting smarter because we have brought up the issue of fair housing and natural origin, and they have now shifted their rhetoric to say that this is an alienage issue. And we were talking about that too. that this is, they're saying, hey, oh no, Fair Housing Act, this is fine because this has nothing to do with natural origin. This has to do with alienage. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, it is a natural origin issue, right? This is a protected class. They can say whatever they want. They can guise it under different things. But at the end of the day, this is a blatant violation of the Fair Housing Act. So I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys can all use your QR codes and follow the call to action and really make sure that we protect our kids, we protect yourselves, and protect our parents from home ownership. So, thanks, you guys.